Yo, 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 what is poppin'? It's your girl, Morgindupont, back at it again with another video. Today, we are going to be reacting to some cringe TikTok. We're going to be reacting to some, just a mixture, of cringe TikTok and also people who have opinions about trans people. So this is just going to be a little mix of that. So stay tuned, stay put. Definitely subscribe, y'all. Leave a like, okay? It's free. It's not gonna, cost you a dime. Show your girl some love, some real love, by putting your support into action. I really appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Let's get right into it.
Getting misgendered is so frustrating because, I know what I look like. And I know that I'm not exactly wearing a dress right now, but I'm certainly not serving boy. I have
Okay, sweetheart. I have to keep it real with you, okay? Okay, and this is gonna be in the most loving way. Listen, first of all, I don't think I'm the most passable girl on the planet, honey. Absolutely not. I don't think I'm the prettiest. I don't think I'm many things, you know what I'm saying? But I also don't go around with realistic expectations or demanding people to address me in the light that I want to be addressed as. I mean, if you see something different, then I'm not gonna sit here in front of you trying to change your perspective, you know what I'm saying? But honey, you can easily be mistaken for a non-binary person because you are androgynous, and that's not a bad thing. But yeah, you have boobs. It's no shade, but it's given very just fat man chest. And I don't mean that to say be mean, you know what I'm saying, because shit, I get it. I have implants, honey. You know what I'm saying? You don't have, you have breasts from your hormones naturally, that's what the growth you got naturally from taking hormones, right? But they can be easily mistaken for man boobs, and you do look a bit androgynous.
I don't understand what is so hard about correcting other people when they misgender others. It takes you 2 seconds, but you know what it takes for me to have to constantly do that? A lot of fucking unnecessary emotional labor that I already have to take on a daily basis just to fucking exist and be who I am. But you don't have the energy to speak up and say something on my behalf? And I just have to keep white knuckling
this? First of all, cutie pie, right? Right? I assume he goes by he. I assume that. Cute. You're cute. You cutie. I mean, don't get me wrong. If I see somebody, if I'm in public and I see somebody getting bullied or harassed, somebody's just persistently bothering somebody because of their gender expression or whatever, no, I'm not gonna let that rock. I'm gonna say something. I'm not one of those kind of people that are just gonna stay silent. No. And I've had situations in my life where I have kind of, been that person to be like, okay, don't come for this trans person because I'm trans too, type of thing, fuck out of here. And then people are just like, whoa, and but I understand that sticking together in that kind of way, but you have to also be realistic that if you don't present the part, people are not gonna just be understanding in the ways that you want them to be. People just want people to just automatically just know, and I think that it has become so toxic, this whole this pronoun thing, where it's we've given people so much power, so much dominion over our lives, over our emotional state. That shit will ruin your whole day because one person, whether they ignorantly decided to misgender you or if they misgender you by mistake, your whole day is over, your whole day is ruined. And why?
Can I help you, sir?
Hi, can I have a Sprite, please?
Okay, sir. They are crazy. They think they are a woman, but they are a dude to me. Here you are, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
What the f***?
Now you know how I feel. Stop misgendering people if you don't want to be misgendered yourself.
I'm dead. That's that shit is so real though. Like how like even if people like call you by the pronouns that you want to be addressed as, like if a person's already made up about who you are and what you are, like it doesn't really change anything. Yeah, it might pacify your feelings for the moment because they're, you know, calling you by the pronoun that you want to be, identified as. But, the truth is that half of the time, like, that's what be going on in their heads. Like, I think you're a dude. I still think you're a dude. I still think you're a girl. It just, it's kind of funny. But, yeah, I get that. I am the type of girl, like, if somebody tries to misgender me, like, intentionally and, like, wants to go back and forth with me on some, like, back and forth confrontational banter, like, yeah, I'll start, like, referring to a man as a woman. Okay, honey. Okay, girl. Okay, Miss Thing. All right. You seem so worried about me and what I am, honey. You must be one of the girls. You must be one of the girls. Because you know how some of these guys, honey, they got some more than bitches, also. So it's like sometimes, it's kind of fun to like play on that too. Because, okay, you worried about what I am and who I am. And you want to misgender me because you think that's cute and you think that's funny. But you're a little bitch. You're a girl. You're a girl, I'm saying. You're a girl.
Honestly don't know what to do, but like there was like a really bad experience. Basically, I was just getting a drink at the bar and they called both Azul and I ladies. After they were done making the drink, I went up and I was like, some people don't refer to themselves as ladies, but it's okay that you didn't know. And in a gay bar, so I should feel safe. To then turned it around. They got so mad at me and they took the drink away from my wife and I. He hit the bar, like, because he was like, are you serious? You're doing the same thing to me. How? And then they kicked us out. I didn't think that was gonna happen. Like, how am I supposed to feel? This was the first time that I've, like, told somebody I felt brave enough to tell somebody my identity. And I just wanted to let him know, and I told him it's okay that you didn't know. He was still mad at me for being myself, and for my wife being themselves. Just her. We were kicked out so fast. And I tried talking to the other person. He came over and was like, what's going on? It was another straight white man. When I told him he's just not respecting our identity and I don't understand why. And he was like, you know what, just leave. And I got kicked out of a bar. Technically supposed to be a queer bar, but it's just gay white men.
Yes.
Oh my god, it was supposed to be a positive experience. I felt so embarrassed.
I want to let you know.
Yeah.
I'm fucking furious and livid.
I know. It's so bad. It's so bad. Like, imagine if I didn't accept you for just being gay. Dude, like, are you serious? And he's told me, I'm being a gentleman calling you a lady. That's not something bad. Like, I'm just sharing that part, and I just wanted you to be like, okay, sorry.
What would you like?
What would you like to hear? And, like, it's not like we even talk a lot. It felt like a dad, like, yelling at you. Oh my god.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm gonna have some water. And I'm okay. It's just hard.
One more thing that I wanted to add is that he yelled at my wife and told them that he sees us as ladies, and so he will always refer to us as ladies. Bye! And at the end of the day, transphobia within the community is so disgusting.
Bitch, I'm overwhelmed. That was overwhelming. Cute outfit though at the end, but honey, that was overwhelming. First of all, it's so contradictive how you can call your partner wife, but then simultaneously identify them as them or he pronouns, or like, how does that make sense to anyone? Whether you're queer, whether you're LGBT, like, how does that make sense? Like, and you specifically, the one who's all emotional and crying, you present extremely feminine. You present like a girl. You present like a lady. So for you to be so upset in the way that you are, like, I'm sorry, but there's clearly an indication that there's a decline in your mental health. How do you tell him, listen, like, this is how I identify as, can you just call me, by I'm sure that, well, I'm not sure because I wasn't there, but like, I would assume that, he would have respected that, but I'm sure you were emotional and erratic about it. But by the way that you're even like addressing this on TikTok, so nobody's gonna, nobody's gonna, respect your wishes when you're frantic and demanding, and, it's confusing because you present as a girl, as a feminine girl. You just have to understand that, like, that some people aren't gonna respect you, and some people aren't gonna, does it feel good? No. But it's just a reality.
Don't ever call me transphobic, ever. You do not know me.
You're being transphobic, Karen. Now get
Do
out.
not call me transphobic.
You are
Ever.
transphobic. Now get
I
out.
will refund.
You're not having one. Do it to the police.
Please then.
Hi, get out. You are trespassing now.
They've got cameras.
You are trespassing.
We've
Get
got
out.
cameras.
Get out. You are trespassing.
Apparently, we said something transphobic.
You actually, you battered it.
Give me the phone. You want something? Give me the phone. Let go of me. Give me the phone. I've got plenty of witnesses. Give me the phone. I've said, let go of me. Give me the phone.
Just go through the police and get out.
Honey, that's what happens when we push transgenderism all over TikTok, all over the media. You have people who are looking to fill a void, looking to belong somewhere, and there are people who have mental health issues that, are susceptible to wanting to be a part of these groups. But the truth is that, it's not really, half the time, usually it's not really that they're trans, is that they have mental health issues, honey. Doing all of that, honey, touching somebody's phone, whether they're recording or not, being that angry and being you look crazy. You look crazy, honey. And the fact that whomever did this video put like, something about, oh, people want to say that that trans people don't have mental illness. You see, that this is, don't get me wrong, I don't think it's right to make those assumptions, general assumptions as it pertains to the community as a whole because of one person's actions. But we can't pretend that these kind of videos that go viral, that get seen by hundreds of thousands of people, doesn't create this narrative that we're fucking Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs and that we're missing some screws. I mean we are. We kind of are missing some screws, but like, not to the degree of like this has nothing to do with transgenderism.
This is what misgendering looks like. I want to show you the power of giving or withholding an aspect of someone's identity from them.
If you really believed that you're the gender that you say you are, it wouldn't bother you when other people quote unquote misgendered you. It's like if people started calling me she all of a sudden, I'd be like, that's weird, moving on. Because I know for a fact I'm a he, I'm a male. Nothing anybody will ever say can change that. Nobody can withhold that aspect of my identity from me. It's simply the objective truth about who I am. And I think that if you believed that your gender identity was the objective truth about who you are, you wouldn't need so much external validation to believe in it.
Yes, baby. Yes, puppy. Yes. Okay. That's so, like, real. That's so real. That was so beautifully said, too. That made perfect sense. It's true. That's why I don't not care. Like, yo, don't get me wrong. It took me a while to get to a place where I'm just like, you know, I'm trans. This is who I am. Like it or love it, hate it, or, you know, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Misgender me, call me whatever you want to call me. I mean, I hardly ever get misgendered, you know, these days. But if I do, like, it's not the end of the world. And I've had some ignorant people. Somebody would say, like, oh, he, and then, like, you could tell they're trying to see my reaction to see, like, oh no, I mean she. And it's not a mistake. You know that they're doing it out of ignorance. But I'm not moved because I know that you don't feel that way. I know that you don't, like, regardless of whether you're going to be ignorant, you want to, you know, play around with your boys, with your girls, or try to, you know, make a joke out of me and my identity. Like, I know that at the end of the day, you truly don't feel that way. You know that you see a girl, you know you feel a woman, you feel my energy. It's very feminine, and don't get me wrong, I'm masculine too, and I don't negate, you know, that I'm trans. Obviously, you know, I was born a woman. I know what's true for me, and I know that I live my life as a trans woman. So, yeah, and that's how I see myself. Truly, I see myself as like a woman, a type of woman, you know. So, yeah, a very good point. You know, I think that most people should live by that.
If you don't want to sleep with a trans woman, that is your prerogative. I don't give a fuck what you want to do. That is your preference. That does not make you transphobic at all. But to get up on a podcast that has almost 4 million viewers and to say that any man who chooses to sleep with a trans woman is now taking part in homosexual, gay activities, I feel like that is wrong. I feel like that is hateful. And for somebody who claims to be so religious, so God, new, born again, virgin, Christian, I think that's very hateful of you. If you want to say, I personally wouldn't do that, that's not for me, then that's your thing. Answer the question. That's how you do it. It's a step further.
Is it hateful to say that a man can't really secretly be a woman?
I'm saying it's hurtful to say that sleeping, for any man to sleep.
But the first question you have to answer is not
that's
sleeping
not,
with
but
who.
I'm talking about what happened on the podcast.
No, I know, but
I'm referring to that.
I'm picking up on his point. The question is, what is a trans woman? And so what Chase would say, and what I would say, and what everybody throughout all of human history until 5 minutes ago would say, is that a trans woman is just a man who is pretending to be a woman.
So I'm the only one who thinks this in the world.
You're in the minority.
No,
yeah.
she's
a lot
not.
of people are saying it now, but you're historically speaking, yes. Statistically, 0% of people ever have thought that a man wearing a dress and a
That's so incorrect.
There's cultures where they're
then what about in
gender
Thailand?
They don't know.
What about the femboys in Thailand that have existed for decades and decades
right,
and decades and decades?
Well, you know, shout out to that girl. You're beautiful. And, you know, it's sweet for her trying to, you know, take up for us. What I don't like is, like, my thing is that you can have an opinion, you know what I'm saying? You can, you know, logically think that way, because the truth of the matter is that we were born, you know, male. But, like, you can't negate as well the work that is done, especially when, you know, when it comes to, like, medically transitioning and physically altering your body. And yes, you could say it's fake, you could say it's just a version of I'm cosplaying as a woman. Fine, but, like, half of the time, like, these guys don't really feel that way. You know what I'm saying? If they see you and don't know you're trans, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna be attracted to you. You're a feminine, beautiful looking trans woman. Like, you automatically, they're gonna be attracted to you. After knowing, maybe, who knows, they might be more attracted to you, or they might not be attracted to you at all, you know, or in the middle, you know. But you can't negate that there is a difference between a man and what you would call a man who goes under hormone therapy and physically transform to at least appear as the gender that they want to identify as. You can't negate that. I don't like when guys go online and they use their platforms to try to, like, you know, push this.
Oh, it's homosexual, it's gay, and trans is this and trans is that.
That is disgraceful to be with other trans women, or that makes you gay, or that makes you less manly, or emasculates you. Why are you so invested? Why is it you're provocative to try to, like, you know, dictate who a person decides to sleep with, whether they're trans or not? Like, and like, why is it so important? Why is it, like, so necessary? You know, I think that everybody's on their own journeys, and it shouldn't matter. Like, you know, I don't like those channels where, you know, you have like these men and they'll be talking amongst each other, and like, it's like, you know, like that's why there's a lot of men that are attracted to us, that are secretly attracted to a woman like me, trans woman like me, but they would never come out, or they want to, like, you know, see me in secret, because, you know, men, you know, tend to be bullies and try to bully each other into, like, believing that it's a bad thing, when experiencing different experiences, different bodies. We only have one life to live, so you want to at least try something once, or you're just curious. Like, we are curious beings, and I feel like it's a lie for any man to say that they never ever thought about what it would at least be like to be with a feminine trans woman, you know, who appears like a woman. You know what I mean? Like, of course, you know, men won't really say it, but like, I don't agree with like those podcasts and those kind of you know, channels where they do that. Like, recently I had this guy hit me up. He works at my old job. He was trying to reveal, like, his face. He had sent me a body picture. But basically he was telling me that, you know, that he's been so interested in me, that, you know, that he always found me attractive, but he never really spoke to me like that because he was scared about, like, being bullied, and scared that, you know, people were gonna make fun of him for, like, you know, trying to talk to me. And that's the kind of shit that I don't think that I think is wrong to perpetuate like that. It's such a, you know, a wrong desire to want to explore, or to want to experiment, or to want to experience, you know, life, you know. And with life, you know, comes different bodies and different human beings, and, you know, different energy. Like, you know, we also forget that we live in a spiritual world, honey. We are spiritual beings living a human experience, you know. And energy is very, you know, takes a big role also when it comes to attraction.
Trans people belong here. We need trans people. We love trans people. Trans people belong here. We need trans people. We love trans people. Trans people belong here. We need trans people. We love trans people. You matter. You matter. And I am fighting for you. And I will not stop. I will not stop today. I will not stop tomorrow. You are loved. You matter. You belong here.
It's just, wow. I don't know. That just really does it for me. It's the general octave of her voice. It's also the fact that she sounds like she's crying, like you don't know, and she's also completely out of breath. Like, this is the most physical activity that she's had in years, so she didn't expect that it was going to take this much physical activity.
Yo, Candace Owens, she's so beautiful. That's a beautiful woman. Although, like, I feel like she's mean, honey, and she would, honey, call me a man, and you know, there's some videos that you'd be like, oh, like, you know, I mean, she's spitting facts, but there's some videos that, you know, are a bit harsh. But yeah, her reactions are hilarious. But yeah, that woman, what was she going through, honey? It just, to me, it's performative advocacy. It's very performative, honey. That was very theatrical, honey. Like all those theatrics, all that extra, doing all of that to be like Captain Save a Ho, to be Ally of the Year. Like it just, it's too much. It makes us look crazy. Like, sit down, sis. Sit down. Like, you know, you can express, you know, your frustrations about things, or your desire to support a community without, you know, looking like a lunatic.
Would you rather smash the hottest trans woman in the world or the oldest woman in the world? Honestly, bro, the oldest woman in the world, because then I wouldn't be gay.
What? You really just want me to just rip you a fucking new one. I swear to God.
Are you like, Chase,
Yeah.
how dare you be transphobic?
Yes, actually. What the fuck do you mean? Yes, that was so
Because if I
unnecessary.
had sex with a trans woman, I'd be having sex with a biological man, and I don't want to do that.
The question is,
that's not what you said, though. That's fine. If that's
Because
what you
I'd be
want to say.
gay if I had sex
That's
with a
not
biological
gay.
man.
That's not gay.
That's
And I don't
gay.
even care if you're doing this for like whatever, but like shut the fuck up. Actually,
I'm doing
You
it
look
for
like
what
you have a
Hey,
need to
why
respect
don't-
his
why don't-
street
That's too far.
identity.
That's
Why
too
don't you
fucking
Why don't
far.
you make me
That's
shut
too
the
far.
fuck up? Because I have an opinion that differs from yours.
I'm not gonna be a part of something that's starting to say shit like that.
She's right. I mean, that's really
But
hateful,
she's
bro.
not. She's not. It would technically be homosexual. A trans woman is a biological man. Sue me. It's true.
Fuck, dude, that's mean. I also gotta go.
It's
I gotta
not
go.
fucked up. It's real.
That's
It's
his-
true.
Okay, if you guys want to
It's
respect
factual.
gender identities, that's his though. That's his sexuality.
I'm not allowed to say that. I'm not allowed to say that.
Yes, from a biological woman who doesn't even have any trans friends, that was too fucking far.
What?
A man of God who doesn't judge a Christian, yeah.
Yeah, you know what God said? It said He made them man and women. He made them man and woman. I just told you I'm not gay. I'll pass on that. Thanks though.
I like her because she seems like she really cares. But you see, this actually, I did see this video, and I commented about it at one point on my TikTok. What stands out to me is that he says I would sleep with the oldest woman in the world, because if I sleep with a trans woman, that makes me gay. So it's not about you being attracted to a trans person or your inability to, you know, perform with a trans person. Like, you know, like it does, like your D ain't gonna, you know, grow in inches, honey, by the sight of a trans woman. No, it's not about that. It's about the fact that he assumes that it makes him gay. So because it makes him gay, then he wants no parts. But that doesn't change the fact that you and God and your boxer briefs know that you possibly might get off on a trans woman. You know, so it's about societal perception. It's about what people think, or people's assumption as to like what is a man, you know, in dealings with a trans woman. Like, what does that mean? What is that? Is that gay? Is that not? It's about being gay. Like he said himself. Like,
there's no such thing as trans.
Why don't you think so?
Because they're just people pretending to be something they're not. What is this gender identity? What is that? Somebody explain that to me. Show it to me on the body. It's not a real thing. It's an idea, right? I am not an idea in a man's head. My reality is real. My body is real.
you don't understand the trans experience. You obviously don't understand gender dysphoria. So all you understand is that you are in a female body anatomically, you know, and genetically you were born a female, and you adhere to the notion of a male and a female, but you don't understand what gender dysphoria is. She just gives me like closed-minded, like a closed-minded person, you know? Okay, Karen. Okay. All right, y'all, so that was the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, all the things. Turn on your notification bell so that you always know when I upload. I thank you again for being here. I'm so grateful for you. let me know your thoughts, you know, about, I guess, these subject matters, because I'm interested. You know, I'm a trans person who lives this shit, and it's just, it could be overwhelming watching these kind of videos, I'm not gonna lie, because it's a reminder that we've come so far, yet we're still in the same place in many ways. I love you all. Follow me on all social media platforms. And yes. But I know that we gotta go our separate ways. I know it's hard, but we gotta do it. And it's killing me. Never the right time to say goodbye.